Hello everyone! Welcome back to Glitz and Glitter. So I got another packed video. I'm trying to finish up a couple orders for Christmas so they get there in time for Christmas. Today is day 7 on the Advent calendar. So we're going to open our little Highland cow for the day. Isn't he cute with this little Santa hat on? These are so adorable. So at the end of the month I will have 24 new ornaments for the tree, although they're going on there as we speak. This is the Dianca Pours number 7 of her new line for 2026. So let's open this one. It's thick like the other one that was color changing. So this one might be color changing too. I don't know. We'll see. So let's see what it says. This is number 7. Oh, it's a red one. Don't forget, give me a name so I can submit names for her on this one. It's like a dusty rose color. Well, let's read what this says. Hold it close and feel it change. Its colors move, its tones rearrange. From cool to warm, it starts to glow. A secret only heat can show. This pigment is heat sensitive. It transforms with warmth from your hands, your studio, or even the sunlight on a warm day. As temperatures rise or fall, you'll see the color morph and shift before your eyes, bringing movement and emotion to your artwork. Like the seasons, it's a living pigment, one that responds to energy, touch, and change. Well, it's not responding to my hand, so let's get, I wonder if UV light, maybe not. I don't know if that's hot enough. Let me see. Let me try. Where's the light? I don't think it's going to be hot enough. But I wonder if I put it under the UV lamp, if that would be warm enough. Let me see. I don't think UV lights get warm. That's the problem. Let's hold it up and see what we got. Let's do half. But I don't think it's going to get hot. I don't feel any heat on my hands, so that's not going to work. How can I do this? Oops, let me shut this off. Maybe I'll have to get a flashlight or something. Oh, wait, I got a heat gun. Let's try that. Let's do that. But I don't want to melt the package either. I feel like I'm going to melt my package. This is probably not the best idea, but I think it's lightning. I better not do that. I'm afraid I'm going to melt this plastic. I will find something warm so I could show it to you. Maybe I could turn the heat mat on in a little while. I'm not sure, but we'll get that done. Hopefully I don't forget. If I forget, I'm sorry. So we're moving on with Rose's order. So today we're going to do 2 bears. One in the pink and one in the lavender. And then she wants 2 more in blue, probably tomorrow. She wants a few more of these, but she does want 2 in blue. So I think I'm going to try the new powder from Dianca Pours, number D3. Unfortunately, you won't be able to order this color. Maybe I shouldn't do this today, but I really wanted to see what it looks like. So we're going to do it today. One more white snowflake like we did yesterday. And that one will be done. I need 2 butterflies. Actually, I'm going to put these in the pressure pot today, so all those facets and little tiny dots get filled in. A lotus jar for Rose. She wants snowflake in this one. She must have liked it. I did it once before and it came out really pretty. 3 more icicles in clear with crushed crystal. This is half full from my live. The last live I did for Rolio. This was all my extras. I have the other 2 here if you guys want to see what they looked like. So I was pulling all my extras in when I did the Rolio Live. This was the top part that we were looking at. And this is the back portion. So I don't know. They're both kind of cool. I don't know. Should I put... Actually, these actually look kind of cool. I grabbed this sticker just for this one because I kind of like these the way they were. But now that I'm seeing that sticker, they kind of go with them all. Maybe I'll cut 2 more and we'll top coat and put the stickers on these. I think I will. I think I'll grab 2 more. So let me do that. I don't think I have anything to dust. Well, I'll grab the stickers. We'll get that done so I could top coat those with the clear. And then I will mix up some resin. I cut out 2 more of these sea lives. These literally just came in Happy Mail. So what perfect timing, because the colors are amazing for what ended up in my coasters. So we're going to just set these in the center the best that I can and top coat them with clear resin. No heat on these because of the UV DTF sticker. Let me grab my little Cricut picker thingy. That seems to work pretty good when I want to pull that top layer off, just to get it started. Those look really nice. These I'll just top coat outside of the form, and it's got that edge on there. I have that, although it's got to be really careful. I'm going to have to mix up a different resin. I'm not going to use the epoxy resin on this one because of that edge is rounded right here, so I don't want it to flow over. And this one kind of has a little edge, so I will do like a tabletop resin or a fast cure, like my tumbler fast cure stuff. That way it won't go over that edge. Let's put that down. So I will mix that. Hopefully I remember to mix that up separately because I don't want to use regular epoxy and give it like 24 hours to flow over that. And not really 24 hours, you know what I mean. Since I can't use a heat mat on this, I don't want to. What happens is I have certain stickers and I don't know which are which. Some are better quality than others, and the terrible quality ones wrinkle in the heat mat, on the heat mat. So yeah, I was not happy with that, ruining my pieces. So now I won't do any of these on heat mats. So since we're using the pressure pot and we have to wait 24 hours anyway to unmold it, then we're going to go ahead and wait 24 hours for this one. No big deal. All right, so let me grab part of the resin. I'm not going to do all of it, but I need to do everything going in the pressure pot first, which is this, these, and the butterflies. Everything else can stay on the table.
Brushes in hand and the world is my stage.
I mixed up 16 to start with. I might have some extra that I could use for the snowflake. We'll see. I don't think I need that much. The whole batch I'm going to put crushed crystal in and then pour the snowmen. And the butterflies, actually, I think I'm going to actually pour them while they were over there in the pressure pot on the little shelf that we have in there, because they are so shallow and I don't want to spill them on the way. All I'm doing for those is just the clear, because I'm just making a casting for myself so we can have another master just in case something happens to our original. So I want a perfect casting, which is why I want to stick it in the pressure pot. So I'm just going to dip the tip in there. The snowmen are, they want them exactly the same as the other people, just clear with crushed crystal, and that's it. That's easy peasy, but I don't want all those bubbles in there, so it's the scarves that I worry about. I did end up with one small one on the last batch, but we were able to fix that with UV resin. So I'm just going to pour those first. I'm going to set aside a tiny little bit for those butterflies, just so I don't end up with some glitter in there later when I put the snowflake glitter in for the lotus jar. So I'll just do that and set that aside with those. Let's go ahead and pour these. And I need to put the lotus jar in the bottom shelf because it's the biggest part. So there's now I have other things I have to figure out in my head while I'm trying to pour, instead of just turning a heat mat on anymore. So that's okay. I love that thing. Okay, so these scarves get bubbles. As you can see, they're coming out of there. Just squeezing it, they're coming out. Get them to the top and get them popped. I'm going to put a little bit more in. These gloves are a little bit big on me, so I feel like I'm gonna slip in them or something. I don't know. Just want to make sure that there's no air pockets in there. All right, I will finish filling that one up, all of them inside the pot. It's just too hard to carry them over there when they're full like that. So you just kind of, if you get these, pour it past the scarf part and then start pulling out the bubbles from the scarf part. 2 big bubbles. I think that's the only portion on this one. And their little nose. I always go down in their little nose because that's a really good place for a bubble to form. I don't know. Oh, that one did have one in there too. And one more. Let's spray it. And then pour it. Whoops, not too much. Already making a mess on the table. I just take a silicone tool down in there. This one goes kind of deep. Just hoping I get it. I think I got it. Get the bubble out of his nose. I think that was it. All right. I need to pour some more in that little tiny Dixie cup because I need to top these up over there once they're in there so I don't spill. Let me just try to get as much in as I can right here. And I do need I only need 10 left for the lotus jar and I've got 12, so I'm going to go ahead and pour the other 2 out and I'll do with it something else if I need to. I just don't need all that glitter in it. Perfect, 10 ounces, look at that. Getting good at that lately. I don't know how, because I'm not good at guessing how much resin, but pretty good at pouring it out. Just try to get this done. I am going to add glue to suspend the glitter in the lotus jar, since it's a pretty chunky flake. Just get this so I don't get it all over me. So I'm going to add my snowflake glitter. It's like an iridescent shard. It's very pretty in resin. So I'm just gonna dump, not a ton, because I do want it like clear as well. Because if she liked the one that I did for Deborah, I think it was, then I want to kind of mimic that look that we had, just kind of floating in there. See the greens and the blues and the purples? It's really pretty. I'm going to give her a little tiny bit touch. Oh, that almost went in the resin. All right, let's get that. That should be good. So 10 ounces of resin. I'm going to do 10 drops of glue. Where's my glue? And I don't have a way of speeding up. I mean, the glue is going to speed up the curing process as well. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. But I like to use a heat mat because the suspension of the glitter, but I'm not going to do that. I want to make sure. I'm actually kind of worried about all the bubbles in there. Maybe I should do this my normal way, which is putting it in the vacuum chamber and just pouring it like that. That way I can speed up the process. You know what? You guys, I am going to do that. So let me get this in the vacuum chamber. I'm just like thinking out loud, which is the best way to do this because I don't generally have problems with bubbles in this particular mold. So I'm going to go ahead and get this vacuum chambered and leave it on my table.
Glitz and glitter, lighting up the night. Painting dreams with a shimmer so bright. Rhinestones dancing, catching every eye. This is my moment, gonna touch the sky.
Okay, I'm just going to spritz and pour and Yeah, leave it on the table so I can get this cured a little bit quicker than 24 hours. Just because I don't want any reasons for that glitter to sink that I can't even watch because there's no glass top on that chamber. Just gonna put a little more in there. Oops, that's probably too much. Yes, it is. Come on. Get some out. There we go. That's all. And I need to clean up my edges or it is not going to be fun to clean. That's basically the alcohol that came out. So that was not resin, thank God. Okay, there's one. I do have to watch it. Bubbles popping up like that. Which is fine. Come on, get up. Up and out. There we go. Push that one back. I'm just going to spritz this one. Pour on in, that's it. So when you add glue to your resin, it will suspend glitter if you don't know. You can also add glue so your colors don't merge if you're marbling. But when you do add the glue, it will speed up the curing process. So it's going to cure a little bit faster than it normally would. Look at that. It's perfect. I can even scrape perfectly. I'll have a little trimming to do on the bottom because I scraped a little bit too much. But that's okay. That's what that sander's for, that I love so much. I never ever thought I would love a sander like that. It makes my life so much faster. I just want to get all of this out. If there are a couple bubbles in here, because it's not in the pressure pot, you really won't see them because of the facets on a mold like this. Look at that, it's going to be so pretty. So I'm just going to watch the bubbles to pop up and get those spritzed. Okay, I'm going to go get pressure in that pot, mix up a little bit more resin, and we will continue on. I do have a little bit left, but I think I'll add it to, well, yeah, I'll add it to the next one for the white. That way all the white will match in the snowflake. All right, I'm ready. I've got 1.5 in each of those for the purple and the pink. Those are for the bears. Hopefully I'm getting this right. I'm pretty sure I am. A little purple and a little of the dusty pink. The purple one is called lavender. Everything's linked in the description if you're new, if you're looking for any of these colors or whatever, as well as any discount codes that I have will be in that description box with the products right underneath the link. That way the link will take you where the discount code is good, put it that way. I will be putting all these in the vacuum chamber since I'm not using the pressure pot. I don't want any bubbles. Hopefully there's enough room in this little cup for this. I don't remember the reaction that I get from these inks in the vacuum chamber from them. So we're going to find out today. Hopefully I don't have to release the pressure too much. Sometimes I forget, I walk away and I get busy and then it makes a big mess in there. Okay, and then I'm going to dissolve my mica powders for the blue and the white in the cup first. That way I don't have any unmixed mica powder in the final piece, because you can definitely see that. So let's do, I got these 2 cups. Is that cured resin? Yeah, that's not a good one. White. I'm using crystal white and also the Rolio pearl white together. The crystal white just gives it the opacity that I like, and the pearl white gives it the beautiful shimmer shine that came out so gorgeous yesterday. Hopefully they'll be pretty similar, but this is like crushed crystal, just like it. All right, and then I'm just going to take a little bit of 99% alcohol and dissolve that powder before I stick it in. Should I before I put it in, pour the resin in. Let me just mix it up here. I got a big amount on top there. That just dissolves it, so you don't have to worry about that mica powder anymore. And then I think I need probably an ounce and a half, maybe. We'll do 2 ounces just to be safe. 6, that's 1 ounce. I don't think it takes 2 ounces, but I can't remember. That's about an ounce and a half. Let's do that. I don't think we need any more than the ounce and a half. I hope not. Gosh, I hope not. Well, no, I think we'll be good. I'm so indecisive today. Just mix it up just to evenly disperse those colors. And then the rest I'm going to do the blue. That looks good. That should be fine. Okay, let's try this brand new blue. It doesn't even have a name yet. See what we got. What it looks like in resin. Because a lot of times mica powders do not look the same in a bag or a bottle as they do in resin. Where's my little stick? Oh. Let me just wipe that off real quick. Okay. So let's see if that's enough. It's a pretty deep color. Then I'm just going to dissolve it in here and then add my liquid to, or my resin to this, and then probably dump it back in that big cup. I just wanted to make sure it's dissolved pretty good. And then we'll mix a little bit and then we'll put it back into here. So it has a little more room in the vacuum chamber. That is gorgeous. Look at that color. Oh my gosh. It's got like different hues. It's got a green in there. Oh my gosh, that's beautiful. I will be ordering me a big jar of that one when it comes out. That is gorgeous. I have never seen that color before in any sets that I've ever gotten. Wow. I wonder if she designed, not really designed, you don't design mica, but I wonder if she mixed her colors somehow to get that. It is beautiful. I can't wait to see it in the finished piece. I don't think I need more. Even though it looks really clear on my stick, it's going to be pretty deep in that heart jar. Not jar. That heart mold. So I think I'm going to leave it like that because we're going to be looking at it like that. Look at the color in there. I hope you could see that greenish tint. That is gorgeous. I hope Rose likes it because now it's got green tints, but I don't think she'll mind. If she does, it's no problem. We'll make her a new one. Let me just get that little, whatever that is, out of there. I will vacuum chamber this off camera so you don't have to sit and watch that again. And then we'll just come and pour together. I'm just going to spritz and pour and move them out of the way. So this is the white. Actually, I think I'm just going to do it right here. Another white snowflake. I'll probably have a little extra, which is fine. I didn't mind how I made those other Christmas ornaments out of my mold the other day. They came out so pretty. I kind of hope I have a little bit of everything left over so I could try that again. I'm just going to scoot that out of the way. Watch those bubbles burst. All right, here is the 2 hearts for the blue. I hope I have, I have plenty actually. I could fill that up. I don't know how much they took. I think I had 4 ounces in here. So they didn't take 2 each for sure. What do I got left? 1 ounce. So it took, oh, 1.5 ounces for each one. Will I remember that for tomorrow? Probably not. Zap all these bubbles. Move these out of the way. Looks like my glitter in that lotus jar is still hanging in there, so that's good. All right, here is 1 pink, 1 purple. A little bit left. So we will be able to make a few ornaments. Oh, I almost poured that pink in there. I do need to get some of my fast cure or tabletop or something on those coasters too, because I do not have anything clear left over. Let's see, let me rearrange my table, grab my other ornaments, and see what we can do with the rest of this. Let's just experiment here. I think I'm going to do this one with the deer with the blue. It's not going to be as dark blue because it's not as deep. This is an interesting color. Whoops. I don't want to overfill it. Where did I do it? My little pink thing here. Let's get that off of the deer and into the hole maker. Need a little bit more over here. And a little bit more over here. So I'm wondering, you know what I'm going to do? Since this is almost like a transparent at this point, see how transparent that is? I'm going to use one of these big ones, put the white around the edge, kind of like a geode style, and fill up the center with it and see what happens. It's going to push it all out, and we should get some kind of a reaction. It's going to take all of it. Do you want to get it around there? That might be cool. We'll see. I don't want all that in there though. I don't like trimming these. I might have overdone it. No, I didn't. It's good. It's good. So let's see. Maybe we can do that. I could scrape it and do the little one. Kind of the same. Well, it's just going to fill this up. And then, you know what? Let me get a spatula. Get this in here. And then I'm going to scrape the blue in the center of it. I don't know. I just want to see what's going to happen. We got some cool effects yesterday that filled the whole thing up. Let me see if I can use this in one of these just to use it. And then we got a little bit of pink and purple left. Use that. Oh, that one's overfilled. Hang on. Too much, too much. Could always cut it, I guess. I'm going to add this little tiny bit of white over to my pink. And that'll give it a little bit of a shimmer in the pink. That one's done. Let's just mix it up a little bit. I don't know if the pink and purple will do anything together, but we could try. Let's try. Maybe I'll do purple. Pink and purple. I don't know. Well, I'm just going to marble it. I don't know if we're going to see it. Do you want to get it in that little tiny hole? Squish it down in there. Let's do some pink. They might merge together and become one, I'm not sure. They are alcohol inks, however, they are opaque. And that's it. Couple experiments going on today. Love it. All right. I am going to get top coating for these coasters, and I think that will do it for today. These might be set on fire when I pop the bubbles, but no, I think we're good. Interesting. I can't wait to see that one. That one's going to be cool. All right, be right back. I mixed up 2 ounces of my fast set that I use for my tumblers. You don't have time to put this in a vacuum chamber. So I'm just going to pour it in, and then I worry about the bubbles later because they will rise because it's so thin. And I'll just take a lighter to them. I do have crushed crystal in here, of course. Of course, of course. Let those rise while I top coat the other. Let me just take a little lighter to this. It will clear up. I know it looks not promising, but yeah, it will. Hopefully it will on that. I don't usually pour it into a mold. Usually I'll top coat it. Let me just set that aside and watch it. That one possibly may not. I don't know. But when I do it like this, I have this up on a jar because if it runs over the edge, I don't want it to stick to the board. So I'm just gonna put a little on top, get it to the edges. Most of the edge does have that lip, however, some of it doesn't. That's why I put it up on the jar. If the whole thing had that lip around it, then I wouldn't worry about it. But when you just do a top coat like this to seal something in, you just torch those bubbles right out and it clears right up. Because I don't want to torch in my mold, I'm just going to hopefully pop them with the lighter. That's good. I'll grab my torch. Come on. This thing is so hard with this button. There we go. I don't want to do that in there, so like I said, this will take 2 or 3 times, and you'll have a beautiful coat on there. Then I'm going to do this one. Let me, like I said, this cures very quickly. So I just want to stay on top of it before I lose my chance. I hope that one in the coaster looks okay. We may be down to 2. But they were extras, so I'm not going to worry about it. There we go. Whoop! Almost. Just get it to the edge. It should stay from the surface tension. I'm going to have a little left over. Put it into something shallow because of the bubbles. I think I got it. Hopefully it doesn't go over. When you torch it, it lowers the viscosity too, and it gets it watery again. So you got to be careful how hot you're heating it. That one looks good. I don't know about this one though. I could probably take my heat gun to it. Let me try to reach it over here. That'll pop the bubbles as well. Make it thinner so it can get to the bubbles. Oh, something got in there. Something got in there. It's working though. All right, it's nice and loose. It's nice and watery. I'm going to go ahead and let the bubbles continue to rise and pop them with my lighter. That should be the last time I need to do these two. Those look so pretty. Who would have ever guessed all those extras and all those colors would go with that beautiful sticker that has all those colors in there? That's amazing. All right, let me just spritz this one. That works. Now, can I do anything with this? Let me find something and try. I pulled out this new one that's supposed to get color changing when it's warm. So let's try it and see what happens. I don't know how good of a finish we're gonna get because this is warm. Oh yeah, look at that, because this is already warm. Look at how deep that color got. Because this resin is very, very warm right now. Maybe I should just put it into one of those. No, I'm just gonna put it in here like I was. It really shouldn't be poured this deep, but we're gonna see if the facets are gonna take care of that problem. Oh, that is so cool. Totally different color when it's warm. Interesting. It's like a thermochromic mica powder, I guess. There we go. 2 little donuts. I have just a little bit left. I'll find something small to put it in, and I guess see you on demold tomorrow when that pressure pot is done. All right, BRB. Since it's just icicles and a butterfly in the pressure pot, I'm just going to go ahead and unmold everything and finish everything here because the stuff in the pressure pot isn't getting anything done to it. So here's the coasters, nothing dripped over. They look so nice. They look amazing for like, maybe I should start doing that with my extras. Sorry you guys who want the giveaways, but that looks really cool. Although it only worked nicely because everything was wet. I can't really do that in an extra mold because it would dry and it would be like really patchy. So I take it back. There's that one. I should have filled it up a little bit higher. Maybe I will. Maybe I will. Yeah, I'll do that off camera, but you get the gist of it. So that's cute. Nice little set of 3 coasters that I did not expect to get. Let's do these. Oh, here's some extras. Never mind. We're going to do the extras first. I did end up getting just enough to fill up that little baby pair of baby shoes. Look at that color. It is amazing. Let me grab that powder. It's still a little warm from the, but not very warm. But look at the difference while it's warm to while it's not warm. So that is that powder. So it's going to change throughout the day as the piece gets different colors. That's cool. Came out pretty good too. Pretty good. Here's a little pair of baby shoes. They actually worked pretty good for, I mean, there's some micro bubbles in there, but you can't really tell. For that resin that should not be poured that thick, it actually came out really nice. All right, let's do these things. Well, that one didn't come out great. Maybe I can, the sparkle on there is pretty. Maybe I could find a sticker or something. I'm not sure. It's not that wonderful. Do this one. Maybe this one should have a backing because it's transparent. Not sure I like the transparency of it. Maybe I will back that one in. Well, if you do black, you would get some of that blue. See the blue in there with the black? That needed more mica powder. Not loving it. Not loving it. Here's the pink and the purple one. Well, that's pretty. It's got the crushed crystal in there. Yesterday's came out way prettier. And then here is, that one looks terrible on that side. Doesn't look great on this side. It's really bendy right there too. So, not loving those. I don't know how much work I want to put into those to save them. But maybe I have sticker of some sort. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see when I make my game plan. All right, here's the 2 blue hearts. I think I have 1 more or 2 more left to make for her. So that's pretty. It's blue and it's crystally, so it looks much better when you have plenty of mica powder in there, in my opinion. I mean, if you like the transparency of one, then you do, but it has different hues. I like it. It's really cool. And as you turn it, the blue kind of goes along with it. See how the blue moves, the dark and the lighter blue? That's really cool. Look at that color on the back. I just love that. Maybe if it didn't have the crystals in it, it would be a much prettier finish because the back has a gorgeous finish. Okay, those are those. I'm going to keep these molds out. I still need to make some. Here's the teddy bear in pink. Very cute. I have a hard time doing those eyes. It's not, I get where it doesn't go and then you have to clean it up and it takes forever to clean because I want it perfect and I can't get it perfect. Here's the pink and the purple. So I think we need a couple blue ones next. Not sure. I got to check my notes. Here's the last white snowflake for now. Beautiful as ever. Love it. I just have to trim a few little spots when I over pour. No problem, can do that easily. Here is the lotus jar, the second one. So see the iridescence that comes through it? It's just very, very subtle. Pretty, pretty. And then this one, which I do need to not do it on camera because I gotta unsuction this from the mold without touching the inside of my mold. There we go. There we go. And here's the lid on. Oh, I gotta trim the lid. There we go. The lid looks a little different, which is weird. Not much, but it does. It's all clear, but I don't understand that. Why it would be any different than the rest of it. I'm gonna highlight silver on there for her and trim everything up. So let me do a little bit of finish work on this. I'm going to top coat this one and let that stay till tomorrow. I'll use the same one. I don't know why I didn't fill it all the way up and just dome it. Well, I was worried about the bubbles. That's why I didn't do it. All right, let me get to work and I'll be right back.
Resin in her hair, a lotus jar shining, she's crafting with care. Sea life on coasters, dolphins and fish, every piece of prayer, every sparkle a wish. Crafting for the Lord with her heart in her hands, turning simple things into heavenly plans. Pink bears, blue hearts, snowflakes so bright. She's spreading His love in the soft resin light. Christmas stickers gleaming, ornaments so fine, each one a reflection of His love divine. Purple bears dancing, hearts crystal blue, her joy's in the making, her faith shining through. Every pour, every mold, the story of grace untold. Crafting for the Lord with her heart in her hands, turning simple things into heavenly plans. Pink bears, blue hearts, snowflakes so bright. She's spreading His love in the soft resin light.
is the next day, and I did a couple of things, so I want to show you what happened. So regardless, for that, I did paint these little shoes. That's it on those. Put magnets on these. I'm just going to go through what I've already done. Nothing to this stuff. Now, well, I'll get to that in a minute. So I painted the bears and put the magnets on the back. I top coated the last coaster, and then I put cork on the back of those. So these three came out amazing. I'm really happy with those. I couldn't have done that if I planned it. So those were really happy accidents. So those three got done. The ornaments, I stuck stickers on. I covered that little blob in the middle that we had. It didn't look good. Kept the shinier side and put the Santa on that one. This one, I covered it in black on the back to bring the blue out a little bit better, which worked. There were a couple bubbles on the sides. I just outlined it in silver. So these are just going to be given away. And then this one, I covered that blob in the center with a sticker. And then this one was pretty, and I thought these stickers went well with it. So that's the only one that I really, really like. So that one's kind of cute. Went around the edge with the marker. When I was embellishing this and painting it, I realized how many bubbles were in this and all these little things that I could not paint it right. So I tried filling them all in with UV resin. It's not looking good. And then I went to paint this edge, and all those bumps have holes in them. There are like a ton of bubbles in here, a ton of bubbles. Like, there's no way I will give this to Rose, so I'm going to re-pour this off camera, same exact way. But what I did is I re-poured the lid first, and I did not put glue in this, and I put it in the pressure pot, and I wanted to see if these holes or pearls came out right. So that's what this is about, and it came out perfectly. Look at how beautiful that is compared to that one. That is so weird. So this one is definitely not happening. That one is a blooper, and it's just completely full of bubbles. I cannot give something like that away. So I'm going to go ahead and pour that again, put it in the pressure pot this time. And I don't know, I didn't put glue in this one, but I have a feeling I'm going to have to. I don't know. I'm not sure if that stuff is going to fall. I really would hate to waste the resin, but I know that it's going to come out perfectly. All the starfish are good. I just didn't realize how horrible it was until just now. And that is so it's like it's pitted everywhere. There's no facets on it. I thought it looked a little weird. And now that I look close, it's like basically a flash cure is what it looks like in here. I don't know if you could see, but it's billions and billions of bubbles. And this is what it should look like. So I'm so glad I did the lid. So I'm going to redo the jar. Put it that way. This was the leftover that I did not run through the vacuum chamber, and I stuck it in the pressure pot with it. I do have that bubble there, but this was really, really thick, and it actually worked. The facets all came out. I had put too much glitter in this when I dumped it in this little mold, and I'm like, oh, whatever, it's just an extra. I'm going to put it in the pressure pot and see what happens. Now, I think these bubbles came because I didn't have enough resin in there. I didn't have enough to fill it, so it just didn't fill that spot. But I wanted to see if it would work, and it did work. So that's really interesting. Here's the two butterflies that came out perfect in that. All these little stones is what I was trying to get perfect, and they came out perfect. So that worked in the pressure pot. Let's see if these worked. These are the, obviously, snowman icicles. Make sure we have no holes on their scarves, which we don't, and his nose worked. So that one's good. And check this one. Come on. That one's good. His nose is perfect. The scarf is perfect. And that's the one I had the other problem on. And then one more. So I will have to redo Oh, this one has a little, oh no, this is the same one I had the other problem on. So I'm going to build this up with UV resin right there. And that one should be okay. His nose is good. Everything else is perfect. So we'll build that little edge up and those should be fine. So this was very interesting. Very interesting. So I will go ahead and re-pour that maybe on the next video. I'm not sure what I have left to do, but I'm going to get you another packed video tomorrow. I've got to get these orders done, and I know I definitely have to do more bears, more that, do the bottom of that. See, maybe I won't use the glue. Maybe I'll just take my chances and see what happens, because this one is a disaster. It's a disaster. I would be embarrassed to send that out. All right, guys. Well, that's it for today. I will see you guys tomorrow. Come back, see what I come up with, and I will see you then. Stick around for those pictures, everyone. See you tomorrow. Bye.
Glitz and glitter paint her way. She lights up hearts come what may. With a brush of faith she starts. Jesus whispers through her art. Patience blooms in every hue. Her love for viewers shines so true. Shimmer sparkles in her eyes. A radiant soul under bright skies. Glitz and glitter, Michelle, a story. Her colors tell faith and love in every part. Jesus guides her shining heart. Ooh, 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 ooh. Canvas dreams and sparkly streams. Her laughter flows like sunlit beams. With each stroke her spirit sings. A masterpiece of golden wings. She sprinkles joy like morning dew. In every shade a promise new. A life of love, a life of grace. In her art we see his face. Glitz and glitter, Michelle, a story. Her colors tell faith and love in every part. Jesus guides her shining heart.